The White House is furious about South Park. Well, duh! It's a brilliant brand move for South Park. They've always been one to point out stuff like this. And, they predicted the way he would act if he became president since 2016. Seriously, even before he won. And it's brilliant the way they did it because they got $1.5 billion to do it. They criticized the deal that was going on with Paramount, CBS, and the way they treated Colbert. And they really criticized the way it took so long for them to cut a deal. And they got a $1.5 billion deal for the next 5 years for 10 episodes, a total of 50 episodes. That means they're getting $30 million per one. Now, keep in mind, this is two guys, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, who are brilliant because they have, right now, $1 billion each net worth. They're worth $2 billion right now, or somewhere between $2 and $3 billion. So that 1.5 wasn't nothing, but they got paid. And on top of that, they turned around and criticized Paramount, the very people that paid them, as well as everybody else, because they're kick-ass like that. They really are. They rock. And you got to go see it. I mean, just even if you're not subscribed to Paramount, go somewhere and see where they got Paramount deals. They got Paramount deals all the time. Get over there just so to see it or support South Park. I've always loved South Park for 27 years. I always bring them up as a great suggestion as somebody with 30 years marketing and branding because they have great content, though their graphics are, tweaky and simple. In other words, they went for simple and got graphics, and now is bringing them at the tune of a almost $5 billion net worth. It's incredible. It is incredible. The thing that I love, too, is that they called him out. They really did. They called him out. It's beyond the whole little bitty wee-wee thing and and the Satan and all of that. And they used the same voice that they used with Saddam Hussein, which was infamous. So they really, they roasted him, and he's mad, and they're upset, and they don't like it. And they're like, oh, and the White House is saying, yeah, well, it was irrelevant. They were irrelevant. They had poor whatever for years. And it's like, no, they hadn't had poor for years. They've had following for years. The fact that they could command $30 million in an episode should tell you that they have relevance, especially by the same group that you criticized and said you were going to hold that deal up and fire Colbert over it. You got even a word. It's basically, you got rid of Colbert, but you got the absolute biggest enemy you could ever have. South Park is infamous for this shit, and they've been doing it for a very long time. I say bravo to them. Hey, listen, here's the thing. I'm going to do a special on really South Park and everything else in the back end of my Clarity Group. It's going to be an assessment. It's going to be an assessment alert. I do these things now that are coming up called assessment alerts. That means you get email alerts of assessments. If you're not a member, you don't get a chance to see it. The idea is that it's an assessment alert on South Park in detail, the key points that I think were excellent that are going to absolutely haunt Trump and hurt him politically, because they did. They hit really hard with that Epstein file stuff. How do you join my Clarity Group? Well, it's simple. Just get into my description. It's only $20, or you can get the whole year for $100. You'll love it. Everybody who's jumped in 20, pretty much, I'd say about 50% of those people went on and said, you know what? Let me get the whole year deal. I'm gonna stick with you, Darren. I love it. Here's the other thing. I'm doing several lives a week. My next one is Saturday. I'm gonna be blowing up talking about how to empower your peace from Trumpism. Then I'm going to be doing some other special stuff for Clarity Group that I absolutely love. There's nothing else like it. We almost have 300 members. Be a member of this movement.